You coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Ryan. And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation with their first play. Now Davis fumbles it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker it.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the offense is going to get the ball back after all. That heck, it'll be a first down. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Second and 10.
You. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check. Go.
Setting up play action. Franks. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Franks. He'll drop this off for Davis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there, Maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that.
Touchdown, Falcons! Russell Gage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The Franks looking to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. He was looking for Jeff Smith there, and now it's second down.
Second and 3 at the line is 39.
Working out of the gun, Franks. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 20. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. Third down here.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Dante Fowler in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Barnes picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now Franks. Caught right side, Davis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
56, the mock boy, 56. Check 56. Hey.
Franks now. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jeff Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Dancing to his left. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. The 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. That will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
8 yards to go on second down. Now it's gone. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Brashad Perriman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They go play action with Franks. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. A first down throw. Here's Franks. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jeff Smith there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Franks. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Here's Davis now. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Goff now to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. And in for the Lions touchdown. Brashad Perriman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Franks off the bootleg here. Going for the deep ball. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Franks getting this ball out wide for Davis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Operating from the gun. Franks. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jeff Smith there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Franks steps away to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw again. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Franks. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
31.
The Franks looking to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 38.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. on third down, Davis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Falcons send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Well, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A first down carry for Davis. Breaks a tackle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Again, it's Davis. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense that they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop him.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot,
he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on off.